Hey guys, I'm super excited to let you know that I've started Bookkeeper launch. My name's Morgan from FinePoints.biz, and if you hit the red subscribe button down below, you'll get a video from me every week about bookkeeping. So this has been something I've been thinking about for years, I think, and it's an awesome industry standard bookkeeping course that is really well known. I've finally taken the plunge and started it. So I'm gonna let you know my first impressions of Bookkeeper launch. Bookkeeper launch is kind of almost like the gold standard of bookkeeper courses. It's really well known in bookkeeper circles, and it's been recommended to me many times. So I finally started it, and I've been doing it for about a month now, and so far it's really exceeded my expectations. Of course, I'm gonna have a link down below that has all the information you need about it and like the pricing and everything. It's a pretty substantial course, so usually it takes people about 3 months working 5 hours a week. And there's a couple different pricing plans you can do, but basically it's gonna cost around $2,000 or so. And they have a payment plan where you can pay $199 per month, or you can pay it in one chunk that's just under $2,000. And then they do have another option as well that provides you more features, but that's like the basic one. And it was that cost that was holding me back for so long, but I do think that this is an amazing value. And if you think about it, kind of like if you were getting a degree, it would cost way more than that. Like college and university costs so much money. Okay, so here's my top 10 first impressions of Bookkeeper launch. The first thing I noticed is this platform is incredibly well designed visually, and it's very user friendly. But you can see it's broken up into 4 different sections, with your skills, and then working with clients, and then systems, and then an advanced clients area. So in each one of those little modules is a bunch more information. So just looking at it, it's very easy to understand what's going on. You click into each one of these sections, and then it tells you your progress. You know, you can see where you're going, and then it checks off your progress as you go. So overall, just the website is great and really easy to understand and use. Number 2 is it's very, very thorough. It's the most thorough program I could ever think of. So I'm just in module 1 called Foundations, and it's all about like the intro to accounting and bookkeeping and kind of like the behind the scenes stuff. And every single module has so much information packed into it. So it's basically designed for you to come in knowing nothing about bookkeeping and start from scratch and all the way build your bookkeeping business. And that's not the place I was at necessarily, because I've been a bookkeeper for 6 years and I already have a business. But even with all my knowledge, I'm still literally learning a ton. All right, the third first impression is kind of a con, kind of a bad thing. I think that they go into a lot of detail, sometimes about things that I don't need as much detail in. So they spent a whole like little chunk of time talking about how to check off each thing. There was a section about like how to study, and some of that I can kind of skip over because, you know, I don't really need to be taught how to study. I can quickly figure out how to take notes on the program and how to check off the boxes when I'm done. They want you to know all of the functions that are available on their site, so I kind of get why they did it, but sometimes it felt kind of cumbersome to me. All right, my next first impression was about this 5-star student success at the top. So this makes a lot of sense to me because there are different parts of being a bookkeeper. Like you have to start your business, and then you have to learn about QuickBooks, and then you have to, you know, learn the basics of accounting, and you can kind of do it in different orders. And I've always kind of struggled to, you know, describe that on my channel because it is confusing. So how they did it was they have these 5 different things that you have to do. Starting your business was one, get your first client, get your software certification, which I always recommend QuickBooks Online Accountant Pro Advisor certification. So I have a video about that. I'll link down below if you haven't heard of that. And then you get a start if you can complete their bookkeeper course and then do the certification, the test for their course. So I don't know, I just thought that was a really clear and easy way for them to explain it. And then I've already checked off 3 of those boxes because I already have my first client and I already have my business started. I just need to complete their class and then take their test. All right, going along with that, number 5 is taking their tests. So they do have a few test opportunities, mostly in the skills section. And I kind of just wanted to go through and take the ending test right away. But I was a little disappointed that you had to kind of like follow their path a little bit. You had to kind of take the initial test before you could take the final exam. So I was kind of curious about the final exam and how hard it was, and I wanted to give it a try. I couldn't do that, but just so you know, there are tests and quizzes in there. I don't know how hard they are, but leave me a comment down below if you want me to do more videos about Bookkeeper launch and about the, you know, what I thought of the tests and how hard they are. All right, number 6 is they have a legal lunch. So I don't know anything about this yet. I haven't taken it, but it just sounded really interesting. They have lawyers come and do kind of like a webinar or like a Q&A with their bookkeepers. And this is such a valuable resource because, you know, anyone starting a business needs probably you'll need some legal advice at some point. It's hard to navigate, the law and small business and, all that. So legal lunch, I'm looking forward to checking out and seeing what it's like. All right, number 7 is that you can listen to these things like podcasts. So you can either watch the video, which it does have some visual aspect, so you might lose a little bit if you're just listening to it in audio, but I really, really like that they have that as an option, because a lot of times I'm not going to be able to just sit in front of my computer and listen to hours and hours of them teaching me. So, if I'm doing stuff around the house or watching my kids or going on a walk, I'm able to listen to the lessons as well. So I really like that. All right, number 8 is that they have a Facebook group. I already knew about this, and this is one of the selling points. You guys have probably heard me talk a lot about Facebook groups and just how helpful it is to have other bookkeepers to rely on and to ask questions to when you're first starting out, especially. So I love that they have a closed bookkeeper group that will really be a support system for especially new bookkeepers. All right, number 9, first impression. The thing that I probably love the very most is all of the templates. So they have a section called templates, and it gives you a wealth of information. So it has a pricing spreadsheet that is so detailed that helps you learn how to price for your clients. They have proposals, so you can send clients a proposal and they have it all written out for you. I personally am going to change the wording kind of a lot about the proposals, but that is a great starting point. They have an engagement letter template, which is like what you'd send to your client, like a contract they'd sign. They have a disengagement letter if you want to fire a client. They have so many helpful templates, you guys. And like I said, I'm a pretty experienced bookkeeper, but I was like obsessed with this section. I feel like that alone is worth a lot to me in signing up for this class. All right, number 10 in my first impressions is that they really have great customer service. So I had an email back and forth with one of the people about something. She was amazingly kind and helpful and very quick responding. I've heard that all along the way with Bookkeeper Lunch. And I know that if you have questions, they have unlimited email support. I think their customer service is a really key part of their business model, and they're doing great on that. So there's so much I could say about this. So I'm going to continue doing the course and complete it, and let me know in the comments if you guys want more information about this, or if you want me to do a review when I'm all done with the course and what I thought about it. And like I said, I have a link down below. It does help support my channel if you click on my link and use it. But I was the one who contacted Bookkeeper Launch and asked to be an affiliate for them, just because I knew what a great program it is, and a lot of you guys might want to hear about it as well. So check out my link in the comments, and thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what else you want to know about Bookkeeper Launch.